Today's content is all about the OG core of Stunfisk and Azumarill, while we're gonna take a look at Trevenant. So this OG team that was pretty good last summer, I believe, is gonna be pretty good right now on Open Great League, only because of its ability to do general damage, and a lot of trainers are gonna be extremely weak to Trevenant. So yeah, give it a shot, you are not gonna regret it. Coming up, we're gonna see here that we're having Azumarill up against that of Lasanslas, and on the majority of the battles, of course, we're gonna be facing a lot of bad leads. I believe that 90% of the battles are gonna be bad leads, so stay tuned till the end, you definitely do not want to miss that. So here comes now the Altaria. We're having such a great time with our Ice Beam here, and of course Azumarill can always be used with Play Rough and Hydro Pump if you feel like you have to, because it will help you much more against something like a Bastiodon, for example, and when you aggressively switch in there with your Azumarill, it's most likely to face a Bastiodon in between, because everyone wants to avoid the matchup with the Stunfisk. So with that said, yeah, Hydro Pump still has some play if you want to play Azumarill like this way. Now my opponent is having the Pelipper coming in, and you know what, I can easily get here to the Rock Slide, but I can also rely on that final shield for the end game, and of course make them throw the remaining energy that they have, and at some point my Trevenant is just gonna emerge into the battle and of course completely farm down without spending a sweat. Look at how easy it is, able to destroy down the flyer, and we're gonna start off the video in a positive way. Into the next battle now, and we're having Azumarill up in front. Azumarill in general is a very bad lead for our Stunfisk, especially if they have something like a Hydro Pump, and I'm trying to catch here a move, so let's see if that is gonna work, and they end up going for the Ice Beam. Okay, so whenever they're using Ice Beam, most probably they're having Play Rough, because almost no Azumarill, and I say almost because someone is gonna use it, but almost no Azumarill has the moveset of no Play Rough at all, so either have Ice Beam and Play Rough or Hydro Pump and Play Rough, so this is the case over here. Now Trevenant is gonna reach to the Seed Bomb, but not before we draw a shield out of them. This is looking pretty promising now, especially that we know that they have that Azumarill, and now I'm gonna get my hands on another Rock Slide. This time it will be fatal for the Trevenant. At the back they have the Sableye, gonna get immediately here to the Sad Ball. Are they gonna expect it? No, they are not. With the nuke, let's go trainers, even though they had the shield, absolutely wonderful, and right after we managed to farm down with Trev. Now they're having the Azumarill at the back, but most probably we're gonna have the upper hand here because of how good Trevenant is on that charge attack factor. We can charge up fairly faster than them. They need two of those Ice Beams, and this is not gonna happen, not on this battle. Horrible, terrible and nightmare lead in the next one, trainers, as we're facing a Pokemon that can resist pretty much whatever they throw over here. Now they're gonna get their hands on the superpower, and after the superpower makes me think that I can easily go in there with my Azumarill, because without the superpower, if they went for the Frenzy Plant, perhaps things could have been much different. Look at how easy it is for us now to bring our Azumarill into play. They're gonna try to clear the debuff on with the switch on their own Azumarill, and obviously this is our play here. We're just gonna go all in with those Play Roughs, and I have a feeling that we are kinda slightly ahead on the energy factor. One bubble worth of energy, so we can always outspeed here for the final Play Rough, and we managed to take them out. This is absolutely awesome. At this point we can easily reach to the Ice Beam if they want to farm down, which they do. This is awesome. Now we get the shield out of them, and obviously my Trevenant is gonna roll now this Pokemon down to ashes. So here comes now the superpower. Okay, perhaps they were expecting my Stunfisk, I don't know why, but anyways they end up having a Skeleton at the back, which is gonna get dominated by my Rock Slides here, and we managed to get that final shield out of play. Now Trevenant can easily go in before they even reach to a move. I'm just gonna finish them off with the Seed Bomb, and right here all we have to do is to absolutely respect the damage from a Frenzy Plant. I do not think they could knock out, but still no reason to risk it for the biscuit because the win is already here and we had the 2 sealed flex anyways. Into the next battle now, and we're facing a Poliwrath up in front, another terrible lead for us. So Azumarill is gonna go in, and I'm telling you, all of those battles are gonna be pretty rough leads. So yeah, this is a must watch video for sure. Share with your friends, they definitely want to see this as well. So Poliwrath now is gonna do a lot of damage on the Poliwrath since they want to stay in a weird effort. So I'm just gonna take whatever they throw at this point and then throw another Poliwrath. So they're still staying, I don't know why. Anyways, Poliwrath number 2, we managed to get the shield, and right after we're just gonna get destroyed down by the final move. It doesn't matter at all because I know that I have my Trevenant alive and well. Unfortunately for me, I cannot reach here to another Poliwrath, but instead just the Ice Beam. And now Trevenant is gonna go into the battle. I need to start shielding because the next Ice Wind is coming up. Now they're gonna bring their Clodsire into play, and I'm trying to catch the move here, but I cannot. So here comes now their own move, which ends up being the Earthquake instead. And of course, all I have to do at this point is to rely on that final shield and my Trevenant for the end game, since I also have a lot of energy to spare. So at this point, there will take me out. I believe this is another Earthquake, right? Yeah, down we go, keeping the shield alive, and right up next, I'm just gonna throw my Seed Bomb because I had the feeling they were getting super close to a move, but now that I'm seeing this battle, seems like that was not the case. Anyway, Shadow Ball on the Shadow Gligar, massive damage on that Pokemon, and by blocking here the RLAs, we managed to farm down, but instead they want to bring their Poliwrath first. It doesn't matter, the outcome will still be the same. Down they go in a single Seed Bomb, and we managed to get a huge victory for our team. Sableye now up against us, so this is not the worst, okay? This is absolutely playable for both ends, and of course we're just gonna get straight for the Earthquake because we want that massive damage output. So this will definitely put them at a point that one Rock Slide will finish them off, and this is a key changer for us. So able to get another move, this time another foul play, doesn't matter, we can survive and still push now for that shield advantage. Obviously you can see here that in most of the battles we are pushing for that shield advantage, but my opponent here decides to let that Sableye go down because most probably they were thinking the same, and now I'm gonna have the upper hand with the alignment. Absolutely wonderful. Lantern on my Trevenant has nothing to throw, while that Stunfisk is gonna struggle a lot against my Azumarill. Looking pretty good here, pretty cool, pretty sharp. Here comes the Surf, and we can absolutely survive. Seed Bomb now is gonna do tremendous amount of work on my opponent, and of course this team is gonna provide a lot of solutions against the worst possible leads, against the worst possible switch-ins, because at the end of the game most probably you are still gonna have kinda the upper hand due to how amazing this team can be. Down they go. As soon as they see my Azumarill they back out, so yeah, another big victory for us against the Sandslash now, and my opponent decides to switch out to Pelipper, so that makes me think that they're having an ABB team, and this is still kinda good for them because a double Weather Ball can absolutely finish me off if I am not careful over here. So here comes now my Rock Slide, and they will go for their first shield into the game, and on the plus side for them, they can always outspeed 2 those Weather Balls, which means they need 5 for the first, 5 wing attacks worth of energy for the first Weather Ball and 4 for the second. But here we managed to catch the Weather Ball, so that means that the next move, even if that is gonna be a Hurricane, we can easily survive it. Now Shadow Sandslash returns into the battle, but we do not have Poliwrath. This is one of the few incidents that you might actually want to have Poliwrath on, or actually Poliwrath Hydro Pump on your Azumarill. So with that in mind, yeah, Ice Beam not so much needed. Anyways, this Pokemon though is super glassy that it cannot take those Rock Slides with ease, and we managed to farm down at some point. Now at the back they have the Annihilate, which is pretty much super good news for my Trevenant. We managed to get the shield with the Earthquake. This is absolutely terrific for us, and now I know that we can survive the following Ice Punch while counter is gonna do almost no damage at all. All we have to do at this point is to complete the farm down, but I'm seeing that this is gonna be super close. We can still do it, and right after they will back out from the battle, so absolutely wonderful for us. into the final one now with another weird lead, this time against the Sableye. And you know what, as you saw before, this is absolutely playable. Let's see how this is gonna end, because the previous trainer decided to spend no shield at all, while this trainer will go for the early shield. For some reason I went here for the rock slide most probably, and most of the times I'm going for the earthquake, but still it worked. And as you can see here, now we managed to draw both of them shields out of play. They were definitely counting my moves over here. So at this point we're having kinda the upper hand because of the 2 shield flex, and of course my Azumarill is gonna emerge kinda victorious with a simple play rough at some point. Let's see now what they might be having at the back, because their team seems like they want the alignment no matter what. So Ice Beam now on that Skarmory, and of course this is kinda scary for me. I need to switch out. What am I doing? Switch out, Ganeto. Now I'm switching out. This is horrible and terrible, and at this point I want to go for as much as possible on the energy gain, but as it seems we cannot do it. I was super late on the switch. Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking. Okay, don't do the mistakes that I did over here. So at the back they end up having a Whiskas. This is absolutely awesome for us. 1 Seed Bomb for the almost knockout, 1 more Shadow Claw, and of course the Shadow Ball for the final victory of this video. Let's get it, trainers. Absolutely wonderful sightseeing. That is gonna be all for today, trainers. Thank you for watching and for staying till the end as usual. Like the video, subscribe to the channel if you are new around here, and check any one of these 2 videos that I have prepared for you, and I will catch you up later into the next one.